Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to discuss previous year questions of jumbled paragraph. This is very important topic for any competitive exam. This is very interesting topic as well. In this session, we are going to discuss questions similar to the questions occurred in IBPS CLERK exam. Though these questions have been taken from IBPS CLERK previous year papers, some questions are there which might be similar to those questions. So let's begin the session. Jumbled paragraphs are actually the sentences which are given to us, or you can say a paragraph has been broken into sentences which are not in correct order. So what we need to do, we have to shuffle those sentences in such a sequence so that it can create a meaningful paragraph. So the directions for the exercise are given as follows. Rearrange the following sentences or group of sentences, that is A, B, C, D, E and F, in the proper sequence to form a meaningful paragraph. Then answer the questions given below. Now we will be given several sentences, might be 5, might be 6, might be more than that. Now what we have to do, we have to shuffle these sentences to make or to form a meaningful paragraph and a coherent paragraph, because the given sentences are not arranged in proper order. So what we need to do, we have to shuffle those sentences to make the correct paragraph. And after the rearrangement, we will be asked some questions based on that particular rearrangement that we have to answer. So let's begin the session. First, we'll have the first paragraph over here. So let us see the first paragraph. Now let us read the sentences of the passage one by one. The first sentence is, to his surprise, a little honeybee came before his throne and said, of all the gifts you could give me, only one will do. I would like the power to inflict great pain whenever I choose to. So this is the first sentence and it has been said by a honeybee. Now, to whom did she say all these words? I hereby give you a sharp sting, but I am sure you will use this weapon carefully only in times of anger and strife. Now in this sentence, we can see here a person is saying that I hereby. Now, whom does this I refer to? We don't know. In the C sentence, it is given, what an awful wish. It means it is a remark for some wish. It means this cannot begin the paragraph. There is something, there must be something before it. So this is the middle of the sentences. And to this day, the little honeybee dies after its stings. So this can be the conclusion sentence, but it cannot be the first sentence or the second sentence. One day, Zeus, the king of Mount Olympus, was giving out gifts to beasts, birds, and insects. Yes, of course, this can be the first sentence. Now let us see first sentence, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So these are the 6 places. So let us put this E on the first position. You will get to use it only once. For using it will cost you your life. So these are some instructions which are given. Now, because Mount Olympus, the king of Mount Olympus, that is Zeus, he is giving the gifts. For that, to his surprise. Now this his refers to the king of Mount Olympus, that is Zeus. So to his surprise, a little honeybee came before his throne. So E, after E, the sentence A can follow it. A little honeybee came before his throne and said, of all gifts you could give me, only one will do. I would like the power to inflict great pain whenever I choose to. It means this is a wish of honeybee. So here after E we can write A as the sentence. So A can follow the sentence E. Now here something is asked by honeybee or requested by honeybee. So this is a wish of honeybee. If you remember, we have read a sentence in which some remark has been written for the wish, that is C. What an awful wish. It means this sentence can follow this A because this is something, a wish that is unusual. So after A, C can come over here. So what an awful wish, said great Zeus, but I will grant it. But he is ready to grant the gift. I hereby give you a sharp sting, but I am sure you will use this weapon carefully only in times of anger and strife. In if sentence it is given, you will get to use it once. Now what does this it refer to? So it is something. So I hereby give you a sharp sting. So that it refers to sharp sting. It means B comes prior to F. So after C it is B, then comes the sentence F. Using it will cost you your life. And to this day, the little honeybee dies after it stings. So this is the custom which is still going on, that the honeybee dies after it stings. So the correct sequence should be EACBFA. This should be the correct sequence of this paragraph. Okay, sorry, this is not A, this is actually D. A is the second sentence and D is the last sentence. So now let us see the questions given to us. Which of the following should be the fourth sentence after rearrangement? Now here, this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So after rearrangement, fourth sentence is B. Now let us see in the options. It is B. So in options, C option contains the sentence B. So our answer is C, of course. B is not the answer. Answer is C because the option is C over here, which contains the sentence B. Now let us see the next question. Which of the following should be the second sentence after rearrangement? Now we have been asked about the second sentence after rearrangement. Now let us see in our arrangement that second sentence is A sentence. So second is A sentence. Now let us see this in the options. So A is given on the A option only. So our answer is A. So our answer is A. Now let us move to the next question. We have been asked about the first sentence after rearrangement. So let us see the rearrangement again. The sequence first sentence is E. Now let us see in the options where this E has been given to us. It is given on the first position. That means our answer is A. That is the first sentence of the sequence after the rearrangement is E. So now let us see the next question. That is sixth sentence or the last sentence. Now we have been asked about the sixth or the last sentence, which is D. So the sixth or the last sentence is D. Now let us see where is D given in the options. It is given on the option number B. So our answer is B because our sixth or the last sentence is D, which is given in the option number B. Now let us see the fifth question of the first paragraph, that is fifth sentence after the rearrangement. Now what should be the fifth sentence? Now let us see for the fifth sentence. The fifth sentence is F. So let us see where this F is given in the options. It is given on position E. So our answer is E this time because the fifth sentence after rearrangement is F, which is given in the option E. So now let us read the entire passage again to see whether our arrangement or whether our sequence is correct or not. So the first sentence is E, that is one day Zeus, the king of Mount Olympus, was giving out gifts to beasts, birds and insects. Then, to his surprise, a little honeybee came before his throne and said, "Of all gifts you could give me, only one will do. I would like the power to inflict great pain whenever I choose to." After this we have C. "What an awful wish," said great Zeus, "but I will grant it. I hereby give you a sharp sting, but I am sure you will use this weapon carefully only in times of anger and strife. You will get to use it only once, for using it will cost you your life. And to this day, the little honeybee dies after it stings." So this is the entire sequence. Now, let us move to the next paragraph. That is paragraph number 2. "Invaders came to India and looted it of its wealth." Now, this is the sentence which is given to us. That is, invaders came to India and looted it of its wealth. Invaders is noun. Noun can make the paragraph or can begin the sentence, but to India and looted it. Looted it means it refers to India. So A can be the first sentence. Now let us see. Let us write a rough sequence, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let us have two sequences over here. Let us have A as the first sentence. Today we may be rich in wealth but not rich at heart. Sadly, now the situation has changed. It means something was good before it. India has a glorious past with rich cultural heritage. So here India has been talked about for her glorious past. It means this can be the first sentence. Now, this was the situation of India. So this was the previous action, because that time India was very good, or it was very rich. So after this, invaders invaded India. Therefore, we can say that D should be the first paragraph, because this has happened after this action. Therefore, this cannot be the first sentence of the sequence. So let us remove this from here. In fact, D is the first sentence. In fact, this A sentence can follow this happening. So after D, we can have A. Sadly, now the situation has changed. This is the contrasting sentence of something good. So we can also say that D is followed by C, then followed by A. So this can be the sequence. Now one more thing can happen. D can be followed directly by A. Invaders came to India and looted of its wealth. In fact, materialism has taken the place of spiritualism. Now, till now, this sentence has no link. But they too admired. Now, whom does this they refer to? They refers to the invaders. Therefore, after A, F should come in the sequence. So after A, F should come in the sequence. Sadly, because now here again, but they too admired the Indians. It means in this, Indians are presented as good. So this is also the positive sentence. Now what has happened? Sadly, now the situation has changed. So after F, again C can come. C can contrast D sentence, or C can contrast F sentence. So both can be the situations. Today we may be rich in wealth but not rich at heart. So this is something negative which is given to us. So it is followed by C, because in C it has been said that they admired, but sadly now the situation has changed. This can contrast this sentence, and after that the reason has been given that today we may be rich in wealth but not rich at heart. In fact, materialism has taken the place of spiritualism. So this can be followed by E. So here we can have B and here we can have E. Now, according to the sequence, we have two sequences that we feel that these two sequences are right. Now, if I'm here to clear this, let me say there is only one sequence which is correct. And I know that very well which sentence is correct or which sequence is correct. If I say you that India has a glorious past with rich cultural heritage, invaders came to India, this is contrasting D sentence. And A is corroborated with F statement, because F is supporting the statement A. It means D, A and F will come together, and after that C is contrasting this admiration. That is, sadly now the situation has changed. Now what happened? Today we may be rich at heart. We means Indians. Here we refers to the Indians. Now in the F sentence we can see that Indians have been praised. But in the B sentence, Indians are criticized on some basis. Therefore, this we refers to the Indians, and after F it should come with some contrast sentence, so C should be there. It means the sequence, this second sequence is absolutely correct, and this is not the correct sequence, because if in this we see F sentence but they do admire the Indians, it has no link with the sentence B. Today we may be rich in wealth but not rich at heart. So F and B are not in direct sequence or are not in direct link with each other. Therefore, the correct sequence should be second one. Now, this can be, you can say this can also be analyzed by or after doing the questions. How? Let me tell you. So let us move to the questions. Which sentence will come at first place in the paragraph? Now, we have been asked about the first sentence. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now, if I say first sentence, so first sentence is D. So our answer is D, that is D option. So our answer is D because this D sentence is given in D option only. Now let us move to the next question. That is the sixth or the last sentence. Now let us see. Here sixth is E, last sentence. So sixth is E. Again, it is given on the option E. So our answer is E. Now, if we see this carefully, in both the sequences, first and last sentence are same. Now let us move to the another sentence, that is third question, that is second. Now, let us see this question again. We have been asked about the second place in the paragraph or second sentence after rearrangement. Now let us see the sequences. In this, according to this sequence, second sequence, which we marked correct, A is the second sentence. And according to this sequence, on the second position, we have C. Now let us look in the options. E, D, F, A, B. Now, in the given question, according to the options, C is not given at all. It means second sentence C cannot be there because it is also not given in the options. That means this sequence is definitely incorrect. It is confirmed now. Therefore, the second sentence will be A. Now let us see the questions again. So D will be the correct answer because our second sentence should be A, which is given on the D option. So our answer is A. Our answer is D because our second sentence is A, which is given on the D option. Now let us move to the next question, that is fifth sentence in the paragraph. Now let us see which is the fifth sentence. So fifth sentence is B. Now let us see in the options. Fifth sentence is B on the B option. So our answer is B. And now we have to do the last question of this passage, that is which will be the third sentence after of the paragraph or after rearrangement. So third sentence. Let us see the third sentence. So the third sentence is F sentence. Now let us see on which option this F is given. It is given on option A. So our answer is A. So this will be the correct answer. That is the third sentence is F. Now let us read the passage again. So the passage is, India has a glorious past with rich cultural heritage. Invaders came to India and looted it of its wealth, but they too admired the Indians. Sadly, now the situation has changed. Today we may be rich in wealth, but not rich at heart. In fact, materialism has taken the place of spiritualism. So this is the correct sequence of the passage and the questions that we have already done. Now we'll move to the third paragraph. Now again in this we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, here are 8 sentences in this paragraph number 3. This is a long paragraph now. So we have to be very careful while doing this passage. First sentence is, both Ram and Shyam realized their mistakes and were ashamed about what they had said. So here 2 persons have been talked about, that is Ram and Shyam, and they realized some mistake. It means there must be some mistake which has been talked about, but we do not know which was the mistake. So this cannot be the first sentence. Well, let us read another one. Vivek happened to overhear their conversation and was very angry with both of them for criticizing the tree. It means here another person is also there, that is Vivek, who was hearing their conversation and was very angry with them. So this can again not be the first sentence. They must have talked something which he has overheard. 2 friends, Ram and Shyam, were seeking respite from the searing heat of the midday sun when they saw a huge leafy tree. Now let us move to the next one. Well, if we see the sequence, it has 8 sentences. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C can be the first sentence. Now, for the time being, let us keep C as the first sentence. It's a plain tree, said his friend. It means this again is not the first sentence. There is some question might be there which has been asked. Don't waste your time looking for fruits. It produces neither edible fruits nor good food, nor good wood. It is one of the most useless trees around. How can you say such a thing when you are enjoying the shade of this beautiful tree at this very moment? Snapped Vivek, unable to control his anger. They took shelter under the huge leafy tree and soon felt cool and refreshed. Now, G sentences. Busy belittling the tree, both Ram and Sham did not notice that another person, Vivek, was lying on the other side of the tree, taking shelter. What sort of this tree is? Or what sort of tree is this? Does it produce edible fruits? Asked Ram. Now, this is a question to which we have reply in this D sentence. It means H and D make the combination. H and D. So first we have H and then we have D. So this is the sequence. This is the combination that we have found. Now in this we can have that C is the first sentence of the paragraph. That is, two friends, Ram and Sham, were seeking respite from the searing heat of the midday sun when they saw a huge tree. So the first action that happened, that they saw the huge leafy tree. So this is the C sentence, which is the first sentence. Now let us move to the next, or to see, or to look for the word, look for the sentence which will link this sentence. It's a plain tree, said his friend tone-based. So this is after H sentence. How can you say that? No. They took shelter. Now this will be the sequence, that after C we should have F as the sentence. So after C we have F. Now after F they took shelter under the huge leafy tree, and now there is a question asked by Ram, that is, what sort of this tree is. So after F we should have H, and we know well that H is combined with D. So D will be the sentence after H. So it is a plain tree, said his friend. Don't waste your time looking for fruits. It produces neither edible fruits nor good wood. It is one of the most useless trees around. So this will be the sequence. Now let us see, how can you say such a thing when you are enjoying the shade of this beautiful snapped Vivek. Now another person enters, that is Vivek, but till here we don't know about him. Vivek happened to overhear the conversation and was very angry. So here, first of all, he got angry. So after D it should be B and then E, because here then his anger explode out. So after B it should be E, and after that snapped Vivek, unable to control his anger. And let us see another. Okay. Busy belittling the tree, both Ram and Sham did not notice that another person, Vivek, was lying on the other side of the tree taking shelter. Now in this sequence we can see after B, in sentence B it is written about Vivek happened to overhear the conversation. But there is one more sentence, that busy belittling, it means busy in criticizing the tree. Both Ram and Sham did not notice that another person, Vivek, was lying on the other side of the tree. So this sentence should come before the entry of the Vivek. Therefore, now let us have this sentence first, that is G. So D, after which we should have G, then we have B, and then we have E. Now both Ram and Sham, this is the conclusion sentence in which they realize their mistakes. So A. So this should be the sequence. And one sequence again can be there, B and then G. So both of these can be the sequence. The position of G and D can be interchanged. Now let us confirm this after reading the entire passage again. First we have C. Two friends, Ram and Sham, were seeking respite from the searing heat of the midday sun when they saw a huge leafy tree. They took shelter under the huge leafy tree and soon felt cool and refreshed. What sort of the tree is this? Does it produce edible fruits? Asked Ram. It is a plain tree, said his friend. Don't waste your time looking for fruits. It produces neither edible fruits nor good wood. It is one of the most useless trees around. Then, busy belittling the tree. Now, in this sentence, it is given busy belittling the tree. It means busy in criticizing the tree. So, this is the statement in which the two friends are criticizing the tree. And in this, it is written busy belittling the tree. They did not notice. It means this will be the sequence, or this will be the sentence which will follow the sentence D. It means B and G cannot come over here. G and B is the correct sequence. Now, G and then B. Vivek happened to overhear their conversation and was very angry with both of them for criticizing the tree. How can you say such a thing when you are enjoying the shade of this beautiful tree and this very moment? Snapped Vivek, unable to control his anger. Both Ram and Sham realized their mistakes and were ashamed about what they had said. So, this will be the entire sequence. Now, let us see the questions one by one. Which of the following should be the second sentence after rearrangement? Now, this sentence or this arrangement is very big. Now, let us mark these words or these sentences. There is first, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, and then sixth, seventh, and eighth. So the first question is second sentence. So the second sentence is F. So the second sentence is F. Now let us see in the options. So F is given on option D. So our answer is D. That is, the second sentence is F after the sentence rearrangement. Now let us move to the next one. Eighth or the last sentence has been asked. So of course the eighth sentence we know very well. There is the conclusion sentence. So the eighth sentence is A. So the eighth sentence is A sentence. So this story is very, very simple and easy. So our answer is A, because this A is given on option A only. Now let us move to the next one. That is, which of the following should be the fifth sentence after rearrangement? Now let us see the fifth sentence after rearrangement. So fifth sentence is G. So let us see this in the given options. So G is given on the D option. So our answer is D. So our answer is D because fifth sentence is G, which is given in option number D. So our answer will be D. Now let us move to the next one. We have been asked about the first sentence of the rearrangement. So the first sentence is C. So let us see in which option this C is given. So the C is given on option number C. So our answer is C. So this is again very simple. The first sentence is C. So our answer is C. Now let us move to the next one. We have been asked about the fourth sentence after rearrangement. So the fourth sentence is D. So let us see on which option this D is given. So D is given on D is given on the A option, in the A option. So our answer is A. So this will be the correct sequence of this passage. So we have learned the entire passage. We have learned the questions from these passages. So here we have done 3 passages. One was very big. The maximum length can be 8 sentences and the minimum length can be 5 sentences. So in these sentences, we have already read the sequence of 5 sentences as well as the 8 sentences. The 6 sentences as well as the 8 sentences. So this is the entire passage that can be asked. So I hope all your answers matched with my answers, and now you know the concept how to do these jumbled paragraph. Thank you very much.